Good evening and welcome to this edition of Tok Piksa. Tonight we cross the northern coastline of PNG and look at the Manus province and the current developmental challenges that are happening there. But first, we take a trip inland to Southern Highlands. Rough terrain, slow government process and unpredictable weather conditions have never made it easy for people in remote communities to access basic services. Mendi-Munhiu in Southern Highlands province is one of the districts that was severely affected with bridges washed away and road links made inaccessible. But with the overhauling and new approach taken by the district administration to deliver services, people are now experiencing change. In our first two Tok Piksa segments tonight, reporter Jack Lapalve Jr. captures how the district is working to see tangible changes, people's pride for ownership in driving services become reality, and the differences these services are bringing to their lives.
It has never been easy for the Mendi-Munhiu people for the past 15 years. Washed away bridges, slow government processes and rough terrain has made it impossible for the district to establish road networks and other government services. The district has 4 local level governments: Karins, Upper Mendi, Lai Valley and Mendi Urban. But people have seen little to no basic services and infrastructures in their communities. Tribal fights and lawlessness was also rife, posing a threat to the delivery of services. But all is not lost for the people of Mendi-Munhiu, as first-time elected MP Kewanu, district officers and a working team are set on a mission to bring services and restore government presence and confidence in the 4 LLGs.
So the team actually took ownership of my development goals and objectives that I've had for the people of Mendi. So the team took over, and we had a planning stage where we have to plan for the electorate. So when I noticed that there was hardly anything in place, so I've got to check my district administration. It took me about 9 months to install a district administrator.
Flowing rivers are common in the district. Now the building of bridges is a priority infrastructure rolling out in the district. Footbridges are now common in parts of the district, giving access to communities seeking education, health services and other economic activities for the people. Recently, bridges were opened in Karins and Upper Mendi. In the Lai Valley LLG, the use of inflated tire tubing was a common mode of transport for the villages. A few lives were lost during high tides, but the courage to build bridges and roads will see change in people's lives. The bridges will now connect people and see warring tribes embrace this infrastructure.
Ausik, Mendi, okay, people say use tube na. A lot this a little tube, 4-5 man marisa sindan. Time law, what I tight, rain time, good time, okay, people say use tube that's all.
With an assurance, but I will have it officially in place when we come to open the bridge, and they will give me that assurance and have the MOU signed between the 2 warring tribes. They will assure me as member, the community, the province and the country.
A local approach taken by the district is to design their own bridges and purchase building materials to suit their budget.
Footbridges has been, I've got a different approach where we've designed all the footbridges. We've designed them, we've sent the design to steel industries in Leh, and we've told steel industries to supply on the design. So they did a quotation on the design, and they gave us a quote about 800,000. So we have negotiated. It's not because it's government money, public funds, and you just take it on face value. We've said we will negotiate it for steel industry to give us some discount. And they've done that. They gave us 40% discount. So we got it about close to 500,000. And then we brought, that's about 20 tons of metal against the design. So we brought them up.
And in every project site where a bridge is to be constructed, locals are always there to give a helping hand. Alongside these bridge projects, water projects were also established in parts of the district. This has eased the burden of mothers to carry loads of water containers and seek water sources in and around the village. Water pipes now run through the village for communities to use every day.
pila mlo pus na batna. So disla wara sabla kamnya gol sewe melbi mi pla emba. Melbi mi pla plati.
But the most desired service the district is working on are roads. For the Mendi-Munhiu people, road networks were inaccessible, forcing people to walk for miles to access services in town.
So road mi bli no money, no one block money sa look chawe longen. Our members come na go last 25, 30 years. Long independence law Papua New Guinea na 2015 and become 4 years. No one blood service. Now me talk thank you long. God long give me plan this plan leadership. Now me plan look chawe lo service and want them something. Especially long road. Road is important because road is that good, bridge is that good. Me plan by look not also education, health, agriculture or not something.
This has pushed the people to engage labor and help the district build roads in their communities. The opening up of roads is vital to the district as it sits on the borders of Western Highlands, Enga and Ella provinces, an economic corridor for the people between these provinces.
So effectively, which links the Magarima Irilai road, which comes from Magarima into Lively and into Mendi. So this is an alternative route highway for the people of Ella. So I'm excited that I'm seeing a national highway coming through from Lively, from Magarima into Lively.
Road projects like the Munhiu to Kip, Mongol to Nene, Karel to Komia and Bela to Kaip Mulim are all links that were non-existent in the last 10 years. The construction of these roads will not only link people but improve the transport system in the district. The uncovering of the limestone quarry in the district is also a bonus for the district, which has helped a lot with cost-cutting measures for gravel and stone for road building.
With cost, it's been costing us about 1,700 to 1,800 per trip for truck. It goes into Mbongo literally to bring the gravel up to Upper Mendi. So as soon as we took office, my teams, we stood together, we came together and realized that we're going to look at alternative ways to extract gravel and stone for the roads in Upper Mendi. So thankfully, there was one tucked away from nowhere. But I think it's all God's doing, because God's timing is perfect in all these things. So we've had a quarry tucked away behind Legagari. If you've been to Upper Mendi, Legagari is just up in Upper Mendi. There's a limestone quarry.
The district administration also monitors the engagement of machinery and contractors in road projects in making sure all these roads are completed on time and within a working budget. The working team is made up of the district administration, businessmen, public and private sector, churches and community leaders who all are working for a common good to build and deliver services to the people.
2.5 to 3 years time, the roads will be connected. So now it's buying a tractor to get people back into farming, and that's basically what every MP should be doing, to start empowering the people, start providing the basic services. So what we've now seen is a bit of hope, a bit of a light in the tunnel. We see that MP still needs our support to make sure we get him. Our concept of getting him in is working. We're happy with the business community. At least there's something positive even with our MP. So
the working team is the real mechanism pushing for services so projects are impacting people's lives at the lowest level of government.
Long Southern Highlands in a Papua New Guinea ultim. Only can come up in or some team ultim make him look web long all by people can kiss him direct benefit lot.
But all these new developments will not progress without good policing in communities. The district is now embarking on a major marijuana approach campaign and surrendering of Omru equipment.
Back now, lick 1 road or some. I'm 10 kina, 8 kina. You know, I'm talking Miller House, me respect him.
2015 is a new era. We want to change. If we still continue to do that, we will miss our future. Our future is bright.
So now we are needing some helping long. So side lo member, also so sala potato seedo, kakaruk, also lilik sandin. Muslim na rausim also sandin come out lo public.
I like root him this la marijuana, na mibla like rosin this la hot beer, where me affect him all young blah blah mibla.
Youth have come forward to embrace changes and want to be part of developments and changes taking shape in the district. The district administration purchased a tractor that will now see youths uproot marijuana and replace them with cabbage and potatoes. Mendi police are working closely with the district to maintain law and order so government services are not interrupted.
There's a lot of opportunities coming in now. We got good government now. You need to change. So they all agreed. Then they had a meeting and they invited me up, and then that's it. They surrounded all bottles of steam that has been produced.
The people are now seeing progress and want to be part of developments that has never been experienced. Recently, the Mendi-Munhiu district presented its 2014 acquittals to the Office of Rural Development for transparency and accountability. And with the national government planning to increase DSIP funds for 2015 to 15 million, the district wants to extend more government services, create more community empowerment projects, and make people feel and provide equal opportunity for people to sustain their lives.
A strong team, they take ownership. I see the difference in my 2.5 years in office is if you have effective, accountable and effective team on the ground, only then you can realize your dreams. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my team, the team who's on the ground, who's effectively taking ownership. When I say ownership, we're delivering with the value for money. With a small, because I don't have a lot of cash to play around with. Last 2 years, 2.5 years is 10 million. I would say 10 million in the last 2 years. So I've got other sectors to cover because I prioritize roads and bridges. So I've got to have people who are committed and who will take ownership. So the difference I've seen is people who are committed and take ownership. Someone who can do the extra kilometers without charging the district, extra hours without charging the district. And they're saying that it's mine, they're taking ownership, that they want to see that they can cover the distance, they can reach. So some set of affairs is the people that we've encountered. Some have even come and embraced and wept openly when the PC-200 reaches the village. Something they've never seen, something they've never touched, something they've never felt, reaching them. And you seeing tears flowing from old men and old women and school children, people that we've never seen machines. Then that gives me a sense of satisfaction. And that I'm seeing, and when I'm seeing people, when you see that people are happy, and people are rejoicing, people are crying, I'd like to do more. I'd like to serve them even more to see, so make sure that I reach my capacity and deliver for my people.
You're watching Tok Piksa. In the past year, the Manus province has seen many developments linked to the government's agreement with Australia for the regional processing center there. But as Bethany Harriman reports, there's more to this story than just diplomatic engagement, and the local people of Manus have a lot to say about it.
The Manus capital, Lorengau town, is expected to experience a steady growth in business activity. Much of the growth in Lorengau was based on projected spin-off businesses from the asylum seeker deal between Papua New Guinea and the Australian government. But the spin-off businesses are concentrated on the top 10% of the population who have the resources to take part. For the rest of the local population, the completion of the Lorengau market meant People from surrounding islands and the inland would have a point to participate in the local economy. Lorengau Market is still closed. Locals who travel from the islands and inland to markets are sharing ward council markets in Lorengau. Jane Tony from the Lele Bupi LLG has been selling fish at the Ward 4 market for the last year while waiting for the new market to open.
So we must come, maski sanren, how we come sit down, and we come walk in market blomi, and we come market them, and we come stop them.
Island people often take dangerous dinghy rides to sell fruits and vegetables in Lorengau.
Me plak carry osem, wait lo boat, fish, kind of sem, but me plak can travel osem 1 hour, 30 minutes, or kind of sem. So lightweight, and me plak 1 hour.
The distance is very far. We travel by boat.
Women from the Balopa LLG take a 3-hour dinghy ride on the Bismarck Sea to get to Lorengau to sell their garden produce. Community elder Mark Siwe explains just how important it is for them to market what they produce.
And it is very important that we have to sell this food at the market so that we can be able to pay all our school fees for our children. And then this is how life goes too.
They describe the sacrifice involved in making an income to buy salt and sugar from the shop while the Lorengau town remains closed. These pictures show local Manus women sitting under the sun selling fish, fruits and vegetables to make an income. This is how they participate in a local economy that has climbed in the last 2 years.
During the actual official opening of the market by the Australian High Commission, the market management team discovered that there was no electricity wired in the new market facility.
Market Committee Deputy Chairman Peter Nanukua explained that the contractor that built the market didn't install electrical wires.
And that alone is also another setback for the management team to allow the Manus people to use the market quickly.
The Lorengau market and the improvement of the Momote Road are some of the projects which are part of the much debated asylum seeker deal between Australia and Papua New Guinea governments. While the market remains closed, the majority of the Manus people can't use this vital economic focal point. Ten kilometers from Lorengau town, there are challenges facing communities living along the Somare Highway. People of Tetadu LLG have called on the provincial and national government to fix the Somare Highway. Their call comes as the highway is being used to transport quarried rock chips from Tetadu to Lorengau town to build the Momote Road and other infrastructures.
To build road connecting all 12 LLGs in Manus by constructing the ring road in Manus.
Tetadu LLG President Mendi-Munhiu says the heavy load transported on the road is rapidly deteriorating the neglected highway. Over the last 10 years, the people's only economic corridor into Lorengau town was given little attention until quite recently after the quarry was reopened by local landowners. Heavy loads of gravel from the Polomau quarry are slowly causing the gradual deterioration of the road. While the landowner company transports quarried gravel on the road, it's willing to supply the gravel for the Somare Highway road maintenance if the provincial government draws up a contract.
Unless you maintain the existing road network, which would make it possible for the big trucks to get the karanas from Polomokori to Lorengau, and then.
The Manus province has 2 politicians who represent 12 local level governments in the national parliament. Much of the blame for the many years of neglect to roads and other infrastructure are attributed to the lack of budget allocations coming from the national government. The province, being a smaller island province, doesn't generate revenue sufficient to build and maintain its roads. Now, with the asylum seeker deal, a lot is expected to be done for the province and the people.
This has been another edition of Tok Piksa, and we hope you enjoyed the program. If you just joined us or missed any part of the show, you can view the full version of tonight's episode or any of our previous ones by visiting MTV online at www.mtv.com.pg. And until we do this again, I'm Neville Choi. Good night.